Chapter 152. Fishing. In fact, he actually could do it. Although the various physics were indeed inferior to weapons of the same level. And in order to break a Dharma treasure, the Dharma treasure had to be of a lower level. After all, flesh and blood were still inferior to solid artifacts. It was just like how a human's nails and bones could block the blade, but flesh could not. Although his body now possessed spirituality, it was still inferior to spiritual materials that Dharma treasures were made of. Therefore, although the spirit body had the word spirit on it, it was still inferior to real numinous artifacts, even numinous treasures. His inferior grade spirit body could only match with inferior grade Dharma treasures without the help of any means or Dharma treasures. However, it was still rather powerful. After all, he could be now considered the humanoid Dharma treasure, which were even more agile than intrinsic Dharma treasures and could instantly erupt. Those without such a physique would be slightly weaker at the connate realm. Furthermore, it was easier for flesh and blood creatures to increase their spirituality than materials. They could also grow constantly. In the long run, they were definitely more valuable than numinous artifacts and numinous treasures. While considering his situation, Sanshi had an idea. A circle of golden patterns appeared on his chest. This was the array formation power formed by runes, just like the arrays engraved on Dharma treasures. The difference was that the spirit body's rune rays fused with the flesh and blood, whereas for Dharma treasures, they were engraved on the material. With the augmentation of the rune ray formation, his body was definitely comparable to Dharma treasures. Coupled with his powerful strength, it was not difficult for him to shatter Dharma treasures with his bare hands. My diamond spirit body's defense is far stronger than other spirit bodies. Even if it's not comparable to high-grade Dharma treasures, mid-grade Dharma treasures shouldn't be a problem. Sanshi looked at the much smaller 8-limbed snake in the fog and stroked his chin. Even if I completely give up on defense now, it will still be very difficult for them to kill me in one go. Let's stop here. He stared at the weakest of the four and decided to start with this person. He retracted his aura and disappeared into the fog in a flash. In the 8-limbed snake, Second Master Lu looked at the surrounding fog and vaguely felt that his target's aura had become much stronger. He subconsciously took out the pill to replenish his spiritual essence and realized that it was already the last one he had. He ate it in one bite and said, in a deep voice, "This person is too strange. Let's not waste time with him and think of a way to get out. Young master, it's indeed strange. I feel that he's not the only one attacking us, or maybe it's because of the effect of the array formation." The wood attribute cultivator looked exhausted. He felt that that person's clone was still quite powerful. He had to use his full strength to kill it. After killing it dozens of times in a row, it consumed a lot of his spiritual essence and spiritual chi. You deal with the clone while the others find a way out. I don't believe that the formation disc can trap us forever. Since Second Master Lu had made the arrangements, he didn't want to drag the battle out any longer. He also wanted to get away first before thinking about how to deal with this person. Yes, young master. The wood attribute cultivator stared at the fog and sensed that the enemy's clones were approaching. Again, he felt helpless. When will he finally kill all these things once and for all? Instinctively, he controlled the snake's mouth to bite Sanshi again. The expected crack did not appear. Instead, a circle of golden will-o-wisp erupted from this person's body, blocking the snake's teeth. Then, he raised his hand and released flames. Boom! The snake head exploded on the spot. The wood attribute cultivator was shocked. A powerful force surged over and landed on his body, shattering his protective spiritual essence. Puff! As shockwaves landed on his body, he spat out blood from the sheer force of the power. He was forced out of the battle formation. Shit! Before he could speak, a fist covered in golden runes smashed over with a sonic boom. A sense of danger surged in his heart. He activated his Dharma artifact in shock and tried to block the fist in front of him. His Dharma artifact was a snake-headed scepter made of 1,000-year-old peachwood with blinking runes engraved on it. Crack! The light of the Dharma artifacts collapsed, and the scepter was broken by a punch. As his pupils constricted, the golden fist instantly enlarged in front of him. All of this happened in the blink of an eye. He did not even have time to ask for help before he was punched. His body could not compare to the Dharma treasure that was Sangshi's body. His head split open like a watermelon and exploded. The soul inside was obliterated by the golden light. Seeing the headless corpse fly out, the corners of Song Shi's mouth twitched. This spirit body was quite powerful. It could easily blow up cultivators of the same level. However, he knew that this was very normal. A physique like the spirit body could only be cultivated in the golden core realm, such as by Ziyu. He was also already at the foundation establishment stage, so his combat strength was naturally very terrifying. Ding, congratulations on killing the target of death. You are rewarded with one chance to draw the lottery. When the system notification sounded, a cold blade stabbed at Song Shi. The blade was like a poisonous fan. It was completely white and flickered with a cold light. Second Master Lu launched an attack in a fit of shock and anger, aiming for Song Shi's temple. Your main body is finally willing to come out. Die. He gritted his teeth and his eyes were filled with excitement. He finally had a chance to kill this person. He did not believe that the other party would have the time to defend against flying daggers while killing his subordinates. Song Shi was indeed unable to react in time and allowed the cold blade to strike his forehead, just as Second Master Lu thought that this person's head would be cut in half. Ting! A golden spiritual light flashed on Song Shi's scalp. It released a dazzling light and actually caused the cold blade to rebound. Then, he slapped it away. That's impossible. How can my Dharma treasure, the ice blade, not hurt you? Second Master Lu turned pale with fright. Although these flying daggers were low-grade Dharma treasures, they were still much more powerful than pop-grade Dharma artifacts. This shouldn't be the outcome. Young Master, he seems to have a spirit body. The Earth attribute cultivator's voice trembled a little. He activated his Dharma artifacts to protect himself, but he did not dare to attack Song Shi. He was afraid that his Dharma artifacts would be shattered if they flew over. Spirit body. Enlightened did old Lu notice the golden spirit runes on Song Shi's body. He could not help but gasp. A foundation establishment cultivator can actually cultivate a spirit body. What a freak. Song Shi turned around and looked at the three of them. You've killed me enough times just now. It's not too much for me to kill you now, right? These four guys had killed him more than 100 times, and he had only killed one of them once. The frequencies were definitely unequal and leaned in their favor. Second Master Lu shouted, "What are you panicking for? It's not like a spirit body can't be killed." He stared at Song Shi with a dark gaze. "I can't believe I really let you kill one of my men with a sneak attack. However, since you attacked, it means that you are no longer able to form clones. If I kill your main body now, everything will be over. Your speculation is very logical. Unfortunately, it's incorrect. I'll reward you with death." Song Shi formed a hand seal and a clone appeared beside him, slapping him in the face. Under Second Master Lu's incredulous gaze, two figures rushed over at the same time. Boom! Puji! Song Shi's clone was attacked by the remaining two. It lasted for a moment before collapsing, turning into a burst of flames. What's going on? Where's Theblo? Second Master Lu sensed that something was wrong. Why was the clone different from before? What answered him was a fireball. The last subordinate beside him was attacked by Song Shi in close combat. Ah! Feeman screamed in pain as he was blasted apart. Fortunately, his Earth attribute essence energy had a strong defense. Otherwise, he would have exploded. Song Shi stretched out his hand and broke the person's head with a crack. His gaze landed on Second Master Lu. Young Master Lu, there's something I haven't told you. When I met you, I deliberately revealed my wealth to fish for potential attackers to loot me. I didn't expect to really catch you doing so. Upon hearing this, Second Master Lu's face darkened.